She's back. Okay.
She's back. Yeah.
Hi, I have so much audacity. Imagine coming back and just singing. Meanwhile, ma'am, you have a lot to explain. I'm just gonna get right into the video. So, again, it's not a tutorial, it's literally a chit chat garage with me. Where have I been? What have I been up to? It's been a really long time. It's been such a long time. The last time I actually checked this morning, the last time I uploaded was 18 October 2023. I genuinely thought I uploaded at least in November. No, because November would be okay, it's just been a year. It's been more than a year since I uploaded. I was like, let me actually, before I start uploading all these videos that I have in store, let me explain. Because you're probably like, ma'am, who are you? I don't know you. I'm ready to unsubscribe because I forgot I was even still subscribed. What happened? After I uploaded that video, I locked in. I was in a situation where if I didn't pass everything, academic exclusion. So homegirl got serious. I got so serious. I was like, you know what? You need to focus on your studies, Charlotte. You can't be playing games. Okay, it's not a great match. Okay, I'm getting a bit tan, so I may need to mix. But I was like, you can't play games. Academic exclusion. After how many Ks to UCT, then they academically exclude you. No ways. So I got serious. Oh geez, I'm gonna definitely have to do a little bit of a mix. But I got serious. Actually, yeah, a mix will work best. I got serious and I was like, no, let me just focus on my studies. I'm gonna stop filming afterwards. And then come end of November, that's when I filmed that decluttering video that I ended up privating. And then I was just so burnt out. I didn't even realize it when I was trying to do the declutter. I was like, oh my word, holidays have just started. I have a lot of time on my hands. Let me make some videos, so that I can edit them. And I made I think two videos in advance. And it just kicked in faster than I thought it would. And I was really had no excuse, because I'd say, okay, I was working a lot, but I don't give myself working as an excuse, because you can always work around your schedule, in my opinion. That's kind of what I do now. If a friend wants to see me, I work around my schedule. So why was I not working around my schedule for myself? The only reason can be burnout. Because even now, I now find time for things that before I was telling myself I didn't have time for. I now find time for them, like working out. Work your schedule. But I think because I was in just such a weird place, I couldn't even think of that. I couldn't even think of working around my schedule. Oh, this may be too much foundation, but it's fine. If it's too much, I'll just wash my hands. I couldn't even think of that. I was just so burnt out. So all I'd do during December as work, I'd literally just go home, chill, go to work, go back home, chill, go to work. I think also just the stress of for the first time being I have to pass this time around. I can't say, oh, I'm gonna just repeat the course. And I didn't even want to sub because I knew it would mess up with the amount of work I wanted to do. It just didn't work. So I was just I think my stress levels had been so high October to November that I had my body was just dead, so dead. And all I did was work. All I did was work in December. But guess what? At the start of December, I did one good thing. I got a gym membership. I got a gym membership at Virgin Active. But actually, going back in time, before I actually walked away from YouTube for the drama's sake, I had started intermittent fasting in September. So I started intermittent fasting. I had started intermittent fasting in September, actually. So I guess it was just a natural progression, because I was like, oh, I'm seeing a difference in my body already. Let me get a gym membership. It'll make me work out. And I think I spoke about this on video, I'm not sure, or on my stories on Instagram, that I had been very scared last year of running outside. very, very scared. And I've never been scared like of running in the AMs, running in the PMs. I'm not scared of that, but like I had like debilitating fear last year of doing it. And I always believe, again, God speaks to me through my feelings. It's not really a voice, but like I get moved to do something. I'll be like, and it's not me, because I know myself. I'm even contemplating with myself, and I'm sure that that opposing voice is me. So I was like, no, Charlotte, you're safe. But every time I'd run, my heart was like beating so fast. So I was like, no, let me get a gym membership. And you know what? That could have been God protecting me from something that was coming, you know? And you know what? Actually, one thing that did happen towards the end of the year, like in December, I had an Uber driver and he was like, I know you. I see you running in the mornings. And I'm like, whoa. So people do take notes. And I do repeat outfits. I'm an outfit repeater. So I was like, okay, like people do take note of that. And I don't think of that. But I think maybe like there was someone who had bad intention in that time period that was taking note. And, you know, my angels, my guardian angels, God was giving me this feeling just to stop for a bit. Because I've gone back now and I don't feel it anymore. But for that time period, guys, it was like so debilitating. So I got a gym membership. January starts. I'm still working. And then February comes and it's back to uni. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start filming. Do I start filming? No. I ended up registering late, and that like made me like not want to film. I actually was so behind. I registered like a week late, but then it took because they've moved over from Vula to Amatuba, so it took another week for me to be onto the program. So by the time I was registered, I was 2 weeks behind. So now it was time to like catch up at school. Like that was all I did. Gym, school, work. And then towards the end of March, I get a new job opportunity somewhere else, and like I had been wanting to move jobs, and then I am going on vacation. So I go on vacation with Fadzi. Fadzi flies me out to Namibia, which, oh my word, guys, that I think was the first time I rested. Because remember I said December and January, I was just working. Yes, I would take an off day here and there, but I wasn't like resting. I was like on my off day, I was running errands, doing things like cleaning. I was never like resting. Namibia, I rested. And the weight that I'd lost, because I was 86 at my heaviest, and when I went to Namibia, I think I was 78 or something. When I came back from Namibia, I was 82. Namibia was amazing. I actually needed that. I needed a period of time where I just did nothing. I was like for 2 weeks straight, Fadzai and I, all we did was nothing those 2 weeks, like a whole lot of nothing. What actually helped me do nothing was the fact that Amatuba needs a 2-step verification with your SMS, and I couldn't access that because I was in another country. Also, my phone had gotten stolen, so I didn't even have my SIM card. But even then, and then trying to get it changed, okay, I got it changed to my new phone number, but still they were like, oh, okay, as for the fact that you can't access, like Celsius is not working in Namibia, we can't help you with that. So it kind of forced me to spend the holiday just holidaying and not trying to catch up on uni work. And yeah, like that was a really good break. But when I came back in April, it was back to uni and now starting this new job. And now it was crunch time. Like, Charlotte, you have to catch up now. This is ridiculous. It's your final year. So I jumped into the books. I was all-nightering like twice, and on some weeks 3 times a week. Like, Wadan and I were in Klanganani. We were studying. And I think this really was bad for my mental health, because obviously sleep is associated with your mental health. And I had a depressive episode in April. Like, I was, oh my word, there's no point to life. There's no point to anything I do. Nothing matters. And I didn't know that's what I was going through. That I was just, every single day I felt numb. And I never felt really happy. But I didn't know that's what I was going through. And I wasn't even cognizant of what I was feeling. I was just feeling it the whole month. And I was a very sensitive to criticism during that time period. Like, I didn't, like, if someone didn't like me, I took that personally, which is not one of my characteristic traits. And it was just, yeah, like a very strange month. And then obviously now I got caught up and I stopped doing the all-nighter, and my mental health like improved literally within a week. I was just not myself at all the whole month of April. Like I was not myself. And yeah, it was nice. It was, I think I also like for the first time I can really like see the difference, how my mental health plays in like just my ability to do other things. Like I was really struggling to look after myself from all these years. I struggled so much with looking after myself consistently because my mind just wasn't there. And April was like the most extreme of it all. And I didn't feel like, oh, I want to end it all or anything like that. I just didn't feel good. You know, it wasn't like I wanted to end it all. It's just I was not in a good space. Nothing felt like it was going to get better ever. Like I was just so miserable. And I think I was miserable to be around as well. And then after April, again, my mental health starts improving. I'm caught up with uni work. By caught up, I mean just caught up with like the lecture videos. Not like proper caught up as in tats and all of those things, but just the lecture videos. And now I can breathe. So June comes around. I'm just finishing off with exams. Ooh! God is good, guys. I never got sick this whole year. And I think it's the looking after yourself, like going to the gym, working out, eating slightly better. Like I wasn't eating as much takeout. I didn't get sick test 1 season, test 2 season, final exams. Like if I get sick right now, I can't even complain. Like I think God will even look at me like, ma'am, excuse you, okay, I kept you this year. You know, I didn't get sick because I usually get sick. I'm not sure if you remember last year's vlog. Oh, I didn't upload it, oh my word. But I was sick, like I had really bad hay fever, and I didn't get any. I got hay fever in like June, but like that was holidays, so it was like really inconsequential, and it wasn't bad. It was like 4 days and it was very mild. So yeah, I was well. I finished my test season, went on holiday, and luckily the place where I work, I think this is another factor that came into play. They closed during June, July for like 3 weeks, so it forced me again to take a break, and like life forced me to take breaks this year. And I think that's what like really helped my mental health and really helped my physical health as well, like not getting sick and stuff, is that life was like, no, you're gonna take this break. You can't push yourself all the time. And I thank her for it, because Lord knows I needed to take that break. And what do I want to say? Oh, August comes around and I'm like looking at my year's goal, and I'm like, okay, you are doing horse riding. I started horse riding in August. You are working out consistently. What did you say you want to do? What other goals did you have for 2024? And I was like, I wanted to obviously just get a more like a deeper relationship with God, because that has been very poor the past few years. And then also I wanted to like, what do you call it? Do 75 hard. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do that. And with the relationship with God, I started reading my word more, and like just, I think it's just so much more different when you're an adult. Like when you have your parents telling you, oh, you need to do this. I think it's very different to when you're like, I want to do this. I want to be making time for this. So I started focusing more on that. And then I started 75 hard in September. I did cheat a lot. So in October, I had to restart it. Because I was like, nah, babes, you cheated all through September. So I restarted like October 10. But yeah, so during that time, August, September, I'm like focusing on deepening my faith, as well as like deepening my faith, as well as like 75 hard, you know, really challenging myself. And yeah, like I will say right now, my faith is so much better. October I started 75 hard properly, and then when did we write exams? Yeah, we started exams end of October towards the start of November, and I kept having this feeling, fast, Charlotte, fast for this exam season. And I've never had like myself an inclination to fast. You know, when people are like, let's fast, I'm like, oh, okay, let's fast. I've never been like, I want to fast. And guys, when I say this has been the easiest fast of my life, I have never had a fast where I'm like, you know, when it's time to now break my fast, I'm actually like, I'm not hungry. I can go more. I can go till 6. I can go till 8. I can go till 9. There's days I went till 9. It's crazy because I had the juxtaposition of 75 hard when I was struggling to intermittent fast every day. When it was 11 o'clock, I was like, bah, I'm gonna eat right then, bah, 11 o'clock. And now I'm going till 6 p.m., 8 p.m. not hungry. I promise you, like not hungry at all. And I'm like, wow. Like, I don't want to say God is real because I've always known God is real. My life story is just, I've seen God in certain instances where I'm like, okay, up to God, and this can't be a coincidence. Can't be a coincidence. So I always known God is there, but like sometimes I struggle with having faith in like the small things, like going to God for the small things. And this is something Vuyo really encouraged me to do. She's like, pray to God that you'll catch your jammy, which is like such a small thing. And I started doing it, and guys, I haven't caught a jammy the second half. Haven't got left by jammy the second half of September. And if I did, it was because I didn't want to actually pray. I was like, please, 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 but I wasn't really praying. I think that would happen twice. But like, wow, like even in the small things, this fast really like reiterated to me that God wants to be part of your small things. He wants to be like involved in your day-to-day life, kind of like how my bestie wants me to talk to her every day, and I want to talk to her every day. God wants to talk to you every day. God wants you to be like, what outfit should I wear? What should I do? Like, you know, and when you do, things are smooth sailing. So like, I will say, like, obviously the past few years I've had a very poor relationship with God. I've had a very theoretical, like, I know God is there, I know I believe in God, I know this is how the Christian faith is structured, but I didn't have like a personal relationship, I'd say. And definitely I feel like I'm more close to God, and I'm still a work in progress. Don't be like, Charlotte, why are you wearing that top? Thought you were close with God. It's like, I'm a work in progress, guys. What I will say is, if you are uncomfortable with Christianity or faith, then I will recommend that this is the time to kind of unsubscribe. Thank you for joining the journey this far, but like, I can't be like me, because there's so many things that are not me. God has given me strength, and I can't not give glory to make you comfortable, unfortunately. So I did want to actually put that in this video, because in some of my vlogs that are going to come up, I'm going to be like, oh my word, God was like, so just to explain, like, they'll be like, damn, when did you become for lack of a better term, a Jesus freak? Like, when did that come up? Like, a year can change a lot. A year is a long time, but also a short time. But at this stage that I'm at, my relationship with God is really good, and my mental health is amazing. Guys, I never knew I had mental health issues. Like, I never knew I wasn't happy. I never knew I was going through the motions up until now. Like, I feel so good that I'm like, damn, so 2021 to 2023 wasn't it. It wasn't it. Like, my mind was not in a good place. I think also what's played a big role is over the last few years, I've really refined who I keep around me, and having more positive people, more happy people around me. And like, that's a very big priority. If you're negative, I can't have you around me. If you're insecure, I can't have you around me. Not because I think there's something wrong with you, but because I very much so catch onto the energies of the people around me. I don't want to be like I'm an empath, but like, I am one of those people who can't insulate myself from people. Like, so if you come to me before a test and you're stressed and I was fine, by the time I get into that test, I'm stressed. That's just my personality, and I needed to be honest with myself. So I definitely, especially in 2022 and 2023, I definitely reconsidered like the people who I keep around me, and like, how are they impacting me? How do I feel after we hang out? How is their life situation rubbing off on me? And it's not to say that all my friends are perfect. My friends also have like life, and I'm also a real person. They're real people, but like, their energies, their auras, their state of mind keep me also, you know, balanced and like not chaotic and not insecure. And those things have come to mean a lot to me as I get older. So I think that also has played such a huge role. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been as good as I am right now in my entire life. I think I can actually categorically say that, because I don't remember high school, I was also kind of going through the motions. It wasn't obviously as extreme as 2021 to 2023, but it wasn't like, geez, like joy. And I definitely think there is something to be said about my faith being stronger. I think God has definitely given me a sense of peace that was really much so lacking in the last few years. Even now, like with my final exams, guys, when I say I was not stressed, I really wasn't. I was like, you know what, I've worked hard. I know I worked consistently this year. Like whatever happens. I am I have faith in God, but I also know whatever happens, if it means I must do like a bridging year next year at UNISA, whatever, like I know God's intentions for me, and I know that every step of the way there are things that have happened, and in the moment I've been like, why has this happened?
The ghetto.
With time I've been like, oh, that's why it happened. It needed to happen. Oh my word, I'm so glad this happened, you know. So I am having faith with my marks. They will be out, I think, by month end, because we in end of November, start of December, I think, is when the marks will come out. Oh, it's scary, guys. This is final. I'm so excited for grad, so I really hope I do graduate. Yay! Also, to graduate, I need to pass all my courses without a sub. If I get a sub, I'll graduate in September, which is not a problem, but like, I do miss my mom. Oh, I forgot the elephant in the room. I stay alone. I stay alone. Sosa went in September. Jeez, how did I forget such a big elephant in the room? And I will say, although I like my own company, and this is something I've always wanted, like I've known I wanted to stay alone since like grade 8. Like my mom's always been like, Charlotte, you must learn to live with other people. But like I've always known I wanted to stay by myself. But that being said, I really miss Sosa. I think out of everyone, I miss Sosa the most because I'm very connected to her. Like, I don't want to say energetically, but like I just feel like a part of me is missing. With my mom, it's like, I miss you, but it's not the same. With Fudge, it's like, I miss you, it's not the same. Taronga, I can always see her. But like with my baby sister, and I think also looking after her for a year, like for more than a year, being her guardian for more than a year, I definitely think it turned me in my head into a mom. So I now understand how like my mom can't understand that I'm not gonna like let her know where I am. Like she can't create that separation in her mind because like I am a piece of her. I came from her. And I finally understand it with my youngest sister because for that year I kind of socialized myself to see myself as a parent. So that like when it was time to be responsible and make responsible decisions, you know, I could put aside Charlotte the 21-year-old and put on Charlotte the mom. So yeah, it really did help in that regard, but I miss Sosa the most. She's probably gonna watch this and she's gonna gas herself up so much. She's gonna gas herself, and I'm not very affectionate with words, so she is very much so gonna gas herself up. But yeah, I stay by myself. I'm quite enjoying it. I need to make this apartment my home. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I need to head out. You know, I actually need to head out. So I'm not going to stay for long, but I hope you stay tuned for the rest of this journey. I have changed a lot, but I'm also at the end of the day still the same Charlotte Rapido. Definitely both of them are at play now. They're both very much dominant in this stage of my life, which was honestly the ultimate goal. We didn't want either version of me to be in control fully because they both have their pros and cons. And yeah, I hope you stay for the rest of this journey. I'm glad to be back. I'm not even jinxing it. I am back, baby, for the foreseeable future. If I ever plan to go away, I will announce it properly in future. But for the foreseeable future, I am back. Anyways, stay tuned. We are planning on doing Vlogmas. Sorry that I'm like moving and talking, but like, yeah, Vlogmas. So whatever video tickles your fancy, I figured I should come back with a present to make up for my absence. So yeah, let's get right into that. Bye.